Welcome to page 9 of your scale drawings packet. In this particular page, we're going to be working with circles. So let's remember a few key points from our formula sheet when it comes to circles. First of all, when we're talking about the circumference of a circle, we would use the formula C equals pi times 2 times r. Please jot that down on your notebook paper. And when we're calculating the area inside a circle in square units, we would use the formula area equals pi times r times r. Please jot down that formula. And finally, when it comes to calculating circumference and area, we know we need to use pi. Since we don't have our regular calculators, let's just use 3.14 for today. So pi is approximately 3.14 rounded to the hundredths place. Let's take a look at problem number 3. It says, on a blueprint, the diameter of a circle is 7 centimeters. The scale on the drawing states 2 centimeters represents an actual measurement of 10 feet. That's our scale factor. What is the actual circumference of the circle? And we're going to have to round to the nearest whole unit. And then, what is the actual area of the actual circle? And we're going to take that measurement to the tenths place. Well, let's start by jotting down our scale factor. On your notebook paper, please write down 2 centimeters equals 10 feet in the real world. Step 1, we always jot down our scale factor. Step 2, let's calculate our rate for this problem. 10 feet divided by 2 centimeters means we're working at a conversion rate of 5. So when we make our t-table, where we convert back and forth between centimeters on paper and feet in the real world, we're either going to be multiplying or dividing by 5. Please construct your t-table and label each column. Please do that on your own paper. Now, let's draw a picture of our circle. We were told that our circle has a diameter of 7 centimeters. Now remember, a diameter goes all the way across the circle, right through the center from side to side. That's 7 centimeters. Under our circle, let's label little r, little d. Now, in order to calculate the circumference and the area, we certainly need to find the radius measurement. We're going to divide by 2. So, as we cut that in half, we know the radius on paper is 3.5 centimeters. Take a moment, sketch that circle, and then we'll convert that measurement to an actual radius. Pause the video if you need extra time. We know 3.5 centimeters needs to be converted into feet. We're going to multiply by our rate, our conversion rate, which is 5. Take a moment and multiply 3.5 by 5. Use your phone or a calculator. You should have gotten 17.5 feet. That is the radius of the actual circle. Now that we have the radius length that we're going to use in the formulas, let's construct a t-table. Let's calculate circumference here and organize our workspace. And then we'll calculate the area inside the circle over here. For circumference, you're going to use C equals pi times 2 times r. Now we know that pi in this case, because we don't have our calculators with the pi key, we're going to use 3.14 times 2 times 17.5. Take a moment, punch that into your calculator, and write your entire answer down. And at the very end, remember what dot the heck tray you're going to round to the nearest whole unit. Now for area, let's set this up on the page. You're going to take area equals pi times r, and once again, when we substitute for pi, we're going to use 3.14 times 17.5 times 17.5. Go ahead and multiply those values, and you will get the area in square feet. But in this case, you're going to be rounding your final answer to the nearest tenth. Pause the video and complete both of these problems. At the very end, you can check your answers against the answer key that I've posted in this assignment. Let's move on to problem number 4. Okay, in the real world, the diameter of a circle is 20 feet. The scale on the drawing states 2 centimeters on paper represents an actual measurement of 5 feet in the real world. The first question, what is the circumference of the circle in the drawing? And we're going to round to the nearest whole unit. And the second question is, what is the area of the circle in the drawing? And again, we're going to round to the nearest tenth. So let's start like before. Write down your scale factor. Please put this on your notebook paper, or if you printed off a worksheet, put it on your worksheet. 2 centimeters equals 5 feet. Now let's get our rate. 5 feet divided by 2 centimeters. Grab your calculators and just simply punch in 5 divided by 2, or most of you can do that in your head. We get a rate of 2.5. So that means, step 3, in our table, when we convert a few of these dimensions, our centimeter measurement goes in the first column and feet goes in the second column. We know that if we go left to right, converting from centimeters to feet, we'd multiply by 2.5. But if you're converting from feet to centimeters, we would divide by 2.5. Well, let's see what we've been given. Step 4, let's draw our circle. We have been given a diameter of 20 feet. Please draw your circle with a diameter. Under your circle, write little r and little d. We know that we need to cut that diameter in half, divide by 2. It gives us an actual radius of 10 feet. Let's convert that. We will put 10 feet in the table and now divide by 2.5 to convert it into a centimeters measurement. Take a moment, grab your phones. 10 divided by 2.5. You should have gotten a measurement of 4 centimeters. That's the radius length that we're going to use in each of the formulas. So on paper, our radius measures 4 centimeters. So again, let's organize our work. We are going to find the circumference here, c equals pi times 2 times r, and we'll put our area formula over here. Area equals pi times r. Now, we're going to use 3.14 for the value of pi times 2 times 4 centimeters. Go ahead and calculate the circumference in centimeters. Write everything down that appears on your screen, and then make sure you round your final answer to the nearest whole unit. For area, you're going to multiply 3.14 times a radius of 4 centimeters times 4. Again, write down all your information that appears on the screen, and you will get the area in square centimeters. And remember, this time you have to round to the nearest tenth. When you're done, check your answers against the answer key posted in this assignment. This concludes the lesson for page 9. Make sure you complete this problem and check your work.